I'm Zafri. I'm a Malaysian. I'm currently working in London. I've worked in Royal Mail, Amazon, and I'm currently with Sky now.
Worked in Amazon as well, and it's not an easy company to get into, because it's big tech, it's global. So when you applied, how did you feel like you were ready for something like that?
They were looking for someone with logistics experience, so that's already one box ticked. That was probably the only thing that I felt that I actually met. Like, if I have
Okay.
to be totally honest, a lot of the different parts of the job or even the culture, I feel like I didn't meet, but I wanted to get in because it's a big name. I wanted to try it. So there was a bit of hunger, a bit of ambition there to just at least give it a go. Because look, what's the worst that can happen? They say no. What I did do to make up for my gap was I learned a lot about it online. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, maybe these type of videos as well. I understood a bit more about their culture, what they're looking for, and a lot more about their job role. So speaking to coffee chats with people on Amazon, I got to understand a bit more about the team, about the role, what are they working on, what type of skill sets do they require, and I do a bit of that reading and that learning on the side, so that when it came to the interview, I at least knew what I was talking about. I knew what they were focusing on, and I just kind of bridged that gap together.
What do you think was a little bit more unique about Amazon that you had to put a little bit of extra effort on?
They're known for always reinvesting their funds back into innovation, into their people. They're always known for trying to expand. Like, I think just before I joined, they were expanding a lot more into healthcare, even though what
Okay.
business does a company that started in a garage in 95 selling books have to do with healthcare? So they're always pushing the boundary. And I think joining a company that is continuously pushing the boundary, I mean, that's quite interesting, isn't it? It's quite exciting.
In terms of exact step by step, so how did you apply to Amazon?
So applied, there was a recruiter screening interview where they just wanted to know a bit more about my background, and I think they had the job description to match, and obviously my logistics and their logistics, it all sort of fit together. Then what basically happened was I had a manager phone interview, and they go through a competency-based question. So tell me about a time of this, that, and that. And that you basically just repeat that again for the final stage, but with 3 or 4 different people. But that's not the important point. I think the important point with the interviews is that they have their leadership principles. Like every company,
Yeah.
their values, their cultures, and they want someone. If they're hiring you, they're investing in you. They want to know that you can fit into their mold, right?
Yeah.
So what I made sure to do was, like every company that you apply to, I made sure to understand their culture, I mean, to
Okay.
understand their vision, whatever values, whatever you want to call it, and basically made sure that my answers were fitting into that wider principle or whatever it was. So yeah, focus on the culture because
Okay.
that's what they're going to ask about.